I swear I just heard something outside, and that's probably not good if so. But I'm back. I have all sound muted now, which might be a bit weird, but mainly I didn't expect to be gone for a whole hour and some. And considering the fact that I really didn't do much on the stream, I'm just restarting the stream entirely, and I'm going to be doing something different. I'm still going to have Minecraft open, but what I'm going to do is one thing that I've been trying to set up and have not told really many people about except for like Fluffy and whatever is I am making a second channel that's going to be for edited uploads, stuff like that. So I am going to quickly just get my other microphone because I finally have a cord that works for it and plug it into my desktop. Basically, what I've been trying to do is record like a video and just like do some editing, upload it, whatever. Hasn't been working out well though, so it's been a bit of a problem. If you are wondering what happened, my parents called and they needed someone to help put the top back on their Jeep, and I ended up staying over at their house a bit longer than expected, to say the least. So, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have vanilla open, and I might record some footage for that, and I'm just going to talk. It also means I might not have a webcam on the entire time. There's release, play. Alright, close that. I swore I just heard my cat try to yell. Like a quiet type of yell. But so what I may do is a mixture of recording, scripting, and editing, depending on how much I can do, and trying to make a first episode of me just talking about what I want to talk about. A bit different than what I expected to do today, but you know, options. Turn that off for the moment. Let's see. I'll just do the link to that later on. Let's see. OBS to record the gameplay for the background, and Audacity to record audio, and a notepad for the script, because I'm going to be just sort of making this on the fly. So, let's see. Audacity is all set, ready to go. Test. Okay. Let's see. Where is the undo button again? There it is. It's been a minute since I've used Audacity, to be fair. Let's see. And if I want to record gameplay footage right now, this is where I will do it. I don't need it to be in studio mode. You know, actually, maybe I could have. Nah, I'll just leave it off for the moment. So, let's see. Having all this sort of just set up like this it's been a minute. Okay, so I guess the first point is the actual subject of the video. So this is all just kind of coming out of the blue because I kind of don't want to actually make a actually finish making that mod pack right now, and you know, why not. But I do still want to talk about Minecraft, so I may as well do main point of Minecraft. And let's see. What I'm basically doing is I want to make like a loose script of what I want to talk about, and just points that I want to make sure I hit without like being a word for word for word, this is what I need to say, because that would make it too structured for me to be able to really say it and sound energetic. Because one thing I'm very bad at is keeping my voice from being monotone. One thing that might be noticeable, might not be, is the fact that I actually exaggerate my voice a lot. If I were to just talk, I'm very monotone. It sometimes slips out. It might have happened a few times just me saying that. So, I'm probably gonna need more pop. It's past 12, so pop might not be the great idea, but I'm still probably gonna do it. Yeah. So, me and Fluffy recorded a few things before this. I started editing them. I went, and so I stopped. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link like the audio of those at the start, and I may as well talk about those. So, okay. So that would be an interesting sort of intro. Maybe put like actual introduce stuff. Like that. What are my video settings on there anyways? Why are my map levels at 4? Turn that off. I hate that. Smooth line the maximum, yes please. Anyways, let's see, so I actually am one of those people that way back in the day I played Minecraft Classic, and I don't have any footage of that because obviously that was like I would have been kid, but I may as well talk about that a little bit before getting into when I first started playing actual Minecraft. Which, speaking of that, I may as well also put in let's see, I started in 1.2.3. But it was pirated. Not pirated. What is cracked? Cracked Minecraft. I forgot the term that was used because it's been so long. I have bought Minecraft since, don't worry. let's see, started there. And skin. Funnily enough, my Minecraft skin, the army guy one, not the plushie one, has been around ever since around 1.2. It's so old that it's older than some people that play Minecraft nowadays, and that's sort of funny and depressing at the same time. But yeah. I actually do have screenshots too. I should probably pull up my screenshots folder real quick. Pictures. Like, I have so many screenshots that I'm gonna just put. Like, if you were, excuse me, just to look at this picture, it'd be like, it's normal. It's got the villages. It's not that old. 2012. And that's like one of the oldest ones I have. I have so many screenshots from afterwards just saved. All the way up to about 2015, 2014 I took screenshots all the time. And then 2015 I did a lot less. 2016 I did a little more than 2015, but still not a lot. A couple in 2017, and I don't think I took any in 2018, 2019, or 2020 at all. And I know that I took one this year. And then I have PS4 screenshots and one for like the Windows 10 edition, which, ooh, that's a story on its own. Windows 10 edition beta. Cause yeah, anyone remember the beta? I just realized it says Windows 10 edition beta up there. I didn't realize that it was the beta before, so I'm just stupid. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, the skin. And then I may as well talk about 1.5 because that was when I bought Minecraft. Then I'll probably go from there to talk about 1.7 in Pocket Edition. Start. I'm not sure if they exactly align together, but they align together in my brain. So 1.7 was about the last of me playing Java for a while because part of the story is 1.8, my laptop that I had at the time couldn't handle. It actually gave this message of OpenGL3 isn't required, I think, or something like that. I don't remember fully. Was it this picture? Yeah, right here. I found the right picture. 2014, old graphics card detected. It just OpenGL2. Yeah. So this is 2014, which let's see. So for the longest time, I played PS3 and 360 for more than Java. That's also why like the snapshots sort of dwindled down after 2014. Still played it. It was laggy. Let's see. What is this picture? This is 2016. I have no clue why I have this picture. I must have been saving coordinates for some reason. And then you got this old picture. I say old, but it's 2016. It's not really that old. It's after my memory basically got wrecked. And it's before I started using the sun. When did I start using the sunrise? Look, Elmo. I could have music playing while doing this, but maybe I could. I don't know. I'm just kind of going through stuff right at the moment, so I guess why not? Oh, these are all PS4. Because I have Minecraft on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Windows 10 Edition, Pocket Edition, Java Edition, and I believe that is it. I've been thinking of getting it on the Switch as well. There's just so many pictures I have. It's a sign. Oh yeah, this one was one that me and Burnsy and Hunter tried so hard to find the right height for it. It took forever. And you can tell me and Burnsy and them have definitely played a bit of like different texture packs and whatnot. Passing time. Interestingly, passing time was given on the one of the few times we were playing the mini games, and I have not played many of the mini games. My face on that. This was right when I was in college. You can tell because my dorm mate is over there playing Madden or something. Interestingly, that might have been the only time I actually won. Because I'm actually very bad when it comes to PvP. Off track. Okay. I may as well talk about the all-in-one. I've never brought that up on stream before, but there was a period of time, basically during college, right before I got the laptop, when I had an all-in-one PC. And it was, oh boy, it was bad. It had Windows 8. I think that self-explains it, but all-in-ones are just terrible, and I'm never getting another one because that one by itself was terrible. Like, I'll take a laptop or a desktop, thank you. The all-in-one was just terrible. Awful. Never getting it. No, don't. I need to put some things in between that isn't just talking about the different versions. Technically, I did come back during 1.10 for a bit to try and figure things out, but that's like more modded is when I did, and I'll have to throw in modded stuff. Okay, so let's see. So first heard about my. Why did I put high school? Already there's a mistake in my script. First heard of Minecraft at the end of middle school because it was... Yeah, because that would have been 2011 going into 2012. Played Minecraft Classic, started in 1.2.3, then 1.5 came about, bought Minecraft. Let's see. May as well put in between there. Skype. That's all I need to put there, Skype. Pocket Edition start. I'd say 1.7 was when I started really first exploring modded. It didn't go well. It was between here. I should probably move that up because it was right here because I got the laptop, started playing more modded first, like 1.7 modded with Infinity involved and whatnot, before actually playing things like 1.12. And now we're at 1.17. Oh boy, I'm still behind with Minecraft, I guess. Where to put the Windows 10 edition beta? That would have been between PS3 and 4. Windows 10. Okay. So it's a bit of a light script, but it's somewhat of a start point. And I can work through it. So. Now the challenge is actually getting myself to really get through this script and not just stumble over myself. No. Okay. Before I do that, I may as well actually get a drink. And when I'm like recording my voice, I am going to have the music pause. So that's something to keep in. I need to make, is the microphone? Yeah, the microphone's on. Okay. Because if you don't have something to drink when you're recording, you are going to have your throat hurt. It's why I'm constantly drinking stuff while on stream usually, is because the more you talk, the more your voice is going to hurt if you're not doing something to liquefy it. That's not the right words. You know what I mean. I just thought of something that's funny. So, for the intro, this is going to be like for the first video I put up on the channel. Do I just open up saying, "Hello everyone, my name is Plush. I am a furry." Because that would be funny. It is true, but it's not related to anything I'm going to be talking about. But, oh... It's funny to me, and I don't know why, but it's funny to me. Oh, I need to put streaming in there. That would be with the PS4. Because I did stream a bit way back in the early days of the PS4 too. It was directly from the PS4, but I did it. It wasn't good, but I did it. Okay, so, Okay. I need to also, like, download Minecraft music for talking over, and that's... Ugh! Ugh! That's going to be a pain. Alright, alright. Need to talk about the Minecraft. What did I do today that's making me so everywhere? Like, Jesus frick. You would think that I got hopped up on like 12 cans of cocaine. Alright. I should also make sure I actually have a picture for one of the other things. Let me do that before I start the recording, because this is something that would be early in the recording. Yes, I do. This picture is going to be one with an interesting story to it. Long story short, the one on the left is Fluffy's, and mine is the one on the right. It makes more sense if you know how I am personally, but yeah. So I'm going to be bringing that up because we talked about it a bit in one of the recordings that we're not actually keeping. Okay. Test, test, 1, yes, hello. Okay. I think we're about ready to begin the recording phase. I'm not sure what it is about scripted stuff that always is a bit rougher for me, but it is. Before I forget, redo. Before I begin, I would like to stop. I forgot how to use Audacity. Jesus frick. Before I begin, I would like to point you to these videos that will be linked into the description. I tried to make a podcast of sorts with Fluffy on 2 different occasions, and to be frank, editing for the second one didn't go so well, and the other one, well, it was so incoherent that I just decided not to upload an actual edited version of it. But if you want to listen to both of us ramble about Pokemon and Henry Stickmin for the first one, and Pokemon, my thoughts and her thoughts on the Sword and Shield and Diamond and Pearl remakes and stuff like that, please go to the links below. And if you are wondering, here is the picture that is talked about in the Diamond and Pearl. In the Diamond and Pearl section. In the Diamond and Pearl video. I don't know what one sounds right there. But hello there, my name is Plush. I am a internet person who is a person on the internet who is well known for being a furry. Now, I feel like I can do that a whole lot better. Let's see. Who is very well known for being a furry. Yeah, I think I do like that. And for my first video, I just wanted to kind of ramble on about Minecraft for a while. Everyone knows what Minecraft is, but way back in the day, Minecraft was not always like that. I was in middle school during 2011. 2011 is known as when Minecraft officially released 1.0 and got outside of beta. I didn't hear about Minecraft until after it had already released. So I'm not one of those OG Minecraft players that have played since before the Ender Dragon. I actually first heard about it at the very end of middle school when someone who lived in the same area uh, who lived in the same area as me tried to explain what the game was, and did very poorly, to be honest. I didn't start playing Minecraft immediately because I was a broke little kid who didn't have money. And so, my first playing of Minecraft in any capacity was with the old Minecraft Classic. For those of you who don't know what Minecraft Classic is, Minecraft Classic was a web-based version of Minecraft available on the official site for a few years, in which you could play for free, but it was basically a creative mode where you only had certain blocks available to you. And there was no mobs. The multiplayer just consisted of people building things. It was very basic. And for the most part, that was my experience for a while, other than watching some videos on it, which led me to understand the game much more. Okay. The first time I played actual Minecraft was back during the 1.2.3 version of the game. Unfortunately, at the time, I was still a broke little kid who didn't have money. So, at the time, I used to play on a cracked version of Minecraft. I don't remember the website that I originally got the launcher from. I don't remember anything about where exactly I got the launcher or any of that from. I just remember that I had it, and so I played that. Now, if you don't know, if you don't know what cracked versions of Minecraft are, they are versions of Minecraft where you can play the game, but your skin is not shown to people who own the official version of Minecraft. You also are unable to connect to official servers. You can only connect to cracked ones. And on top of that, your skin that you do see is saved on a web server, meaning that you have to be online to be able to see it to begin with. This wasn't entirely terrible. It was an introduction to Minecraft for me, and it was how I started really liking the game. For additional context, this was back way when I was either playing on my grandma and grandpa's computer, which I have no info on what type of computer it was other than it was a desktop, or on this touchscreen laptop. At first that doesn't sound bad, but you gotta think about the time this was. This was when Windows 7 was around, not Windows 8. This was a laptop that had an experimental touchscreen feature. So this touchscreen did not work great. The laptop itself was still good, and for 1.2 it ran decently, which was surprising. I guess another thing to bring up is that my Minecraft skin that I used all the way up until basically this year has been the same skin that I got all the way back then that I used for cracked. Now, I don't remember which site I got it off of originally, but I got it from one of those sites that give you multiple different Minecraft skins to choose from. I looked up one that was some sort of soldier and found it, chose it, and I've used it since. I have altered it sometimes, and I don't know who made the original. I've tried looking up the skin ever since then, and nothing has ever came up. So I just consider it sort of my skin, considering I've also never seen anyone else wear it. Which, that's sort of a interesting thing, is the fact that my skin was sort of unique without it being made by me. Ah. It wasn't until partway through 1.5 that I actually bought Minecraft. Which, yes, I did buy Minecraft Java Edition at that time. And I don't really have much memory of much differences other than now I actually played on official servers once in a while. I guess talking about 1.2 to 1.5, when I played on the cracked servers, I never really was a part of any communities back then. I used to just hop on a cracked server, sort of make my own little base, and just check on it once in a long while. Usually these servers had a few plugins such as Locket and such as Locket. Usually what I would do is I would just set up a couple chests, maybe a furnace, put some signs on the chest so that no one else can access it, and that was it. I didn't really build houses. I was always super afraid of people just destroying it, because on cracked servers back then, that's what people did all the time, was just destroy everything. And so at that time, I never really got into the building when it came to the multiplayer. And in single player, well, I played it, but most of the time I was just screwing around. I never really built anything huge. I did, excuse me. I did try making a Minecraft, I did try making a submarine and a boat at one point, but it honestly did not look great, and I just never really did much with it. I will say, I don't know when exactly in time this was, but sometime after 1.5, I did start joining more communities. Usually these were servers that would be up for a couple months and then disappear for who knows what reasons. A lot of these were ones that I found through Engine and other sites like that. Usually there wasn't really much to it. I would join a server, enjoy the townie and all that stuff, and that was that. I would usually play more single player because these servers would come and go at a very quick rate, surprisingly. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty... the only reason I can think is maybe these servers just never really had much of an influence. I also didn't like public servers much I didn't like big public servers much because you were more likely to be griefed, and I didn't like mini games so much back in the day because my computer couldn't handle the multiple different aspects of the mini games. What really started getting it for me was playing just the survival. I played a lot of survival back in the day and even today, to the point where I had times where I had actually played on hardcore just to try and get through it. Most of these times didn't go out well, but I also started recording some of these times. I remember way back then using Bandicam. If anyone remembers using Bandicam, that 10-minute limit was dreadful, to say the least, and having the Bandicam logo on all of your videos, it really just showed things. Of course, Bandicam I don't exactly consider a bad recording software. It just was very lackluster for what it was. Then also just the fact that it wasn't that flexible and I had the free version. I can bet that the paid version probably works really well. I just never have bought it. uh, I didn't expect to be just ripping on Bandicam. Uh, at some point in this time, though, at some point in time, I also joined a server that was known under a few different names. There was Fire Truck Craft, and there was also Shadow Realms. This server was one that consistently came back up instead of just staying dead forever. There were some servers that I had joined before that they would die and they would stay dead. Shadow Realms, Fire Truck Craft, and the other names it went under didn't, because the server owner had a lot of people joining a Skype circle. Now, let me remind you, this is like years ago, back when Skype was awful on the computer. Anytime you would have Skype open, it would make your entire computer lag behind. It was like if Google Chrome had every tab open playing videos and eating up your entire RAM and your neighbor's RAM. But it was what we had, and if anything, the fact that it was available at all to me was kind of surprising, because this was honestly what got me into figuring out the different types of online communication. Excuse me. The different types of online communication that there are. Of course, Skype being the first meant I also started with one of the worst. But everyone has to start somewhere. Interestingly, on this server, I was so well known that I was just kind of given mod after a while. Of course, this was after a few iterations of the server world, and I didn't really use the mod powers much, but I was still a mod. I can point that out as being something I did as a kid. But at one point, the server went down. The owner tried making another server, but it never went back up. I do think it was probably due to some sort of background issue he had, because there were a couple of times where the server was attacked by a group known as OCGA, and I have no clue on why or who they were or anything like that. Probably a bit of interesting history for anyone that's watching this live or watching just the unedited me talking while making this recording. That, yes, I was a part of a few different servers. And interestingly, I don't even really remember when this was, if this was 1.5 or 1.7. I don't remember when in time this was, but I also did get Pocket Edition of Minecraft very early on. Way back when it was still very not functional, to say the least, and there were very, very little things you could do. I got the game cheap, got it on my phone, and so to this day I have Pocket Edition for a very cheap price. And it's worth it now. But oh boy, back then, you really just had no use of it. So, at the time, I didn't use it. Nowadays, it's nice to have. I still haven't really used it much. 1.7 was an interesting update for me, because that was the update that I think I played the most up until probably ever, actually. I cut back what I say. This was probably the update that I played the most in the history of Minecraft. So 1.7 was a big update, and I do not remember why. But it was also the last update that my laptop was going to be likely able to handle. as 1.8 coming out later at who knows what date was going to be like probably too much for my graphics card to handle. This was also the last update before the combat update, which really screwed with me, let me tell you, and all that stuff too. 1.7 was probably when I first really started looking into mods for Minecraft. Mods, I said that weird. Well, 1.7 was when I first started really looking into mods when it comes to Minecraft. Now, back at the time, there was only one mod loader for the game, Forge. Forge is a Minecraft mod loader that lets you play mods. That sentence is not confusing at all. At the time, modding was huge, and it was even huge before I started, but this was when I really looked into it. I didn't know much about it, but I liked to just throw stuff together and all that stuff. Oftentimes I would go to like older versions of Minecraft and mod them actually. So yeah. Excuse me. I think the one thing I remember doing the most back then when it came to mods was just tree capitator. Because being able to just pull out an axe, chop down a whole tree was nice. But honestly, back at the time, I didn't really do much. After 1.8, my laptop really stopped being able to handle Minecraft as a whole. Even if it wasn't for the fact that OpenGL 2 was going to be required at some point, 1.8 just kind of wrecked it. So I stopped playing Minecraft on the computer for a little bit. But by this time, I was already playing on the PS3 and the 360. I don't remember when I first started playing on the PS3. I know that I've had it for a while, and honestly, I have no memory of like how much of that I really played. I played it more on the 360, despite not even owning a 360 up until maybe 2015 or something, maybe 2014. I don't remember. I just know that I didn't own my own Xbox for the longest time. I just played Minecraft at other people's houses, which is kind of funny. This was the main version of Minecraft that I played for a while because of the fact that my computer couldn't play it. And to be fair, I played it a lot still, whether it be on the PS3 or the 360. I even had the city texture pack and like the one, and I had one of the Christmas skin packs that houses the Parka Steve skin, which I use for console version. What was I gonna say? The biggest thing that really came out of this was, this would have been when I still played Minecraft, but started to fall off of it at the end of the PS3 and 360 era, because I started playing a lot of other games. Now, obviously, I played a lot of games other than Minecraft at this time too. Like for the PS3, I played things like Little Big Planet, Call of Duty, whatever. Same with 360, playing Call of Duty or Halo or whatever else under the sun there is, Grand Theft Auto 5. But Minecraft was still a rotation game that I played a lot with Burnsy and Hunter, and it's a game that we still sometimes play. When Windows 10 first started coming out, it was sort of a weird time. At the time, I still had the little laptop and it couldn't play Minecraft. It could barely do anything, actually. Something about it was making it fall apart. And so, when I got the offer for updating the laptop from Windows 7 to Windows 10, I went, sure, why not? This was a bad idea, as that computer could not handle Windows 10 whatsoever. The upside to this, though, was along with me having gotten the Xbox 360 version for free for the fact that the 360 was not exactly mine to begin with, but given to me by a family member. But Windows 10 Edition in the beta was given to anyone that had the Windows 10 version for free. And so, Even though I really didn't use it at the time, I did test it and it sucked back into beta. My computer could not handle it. Uh, it still was how I got Bedrock Edition on the computer. And so, another way for me to play Minecraft nowadays that I definitely enjoy nowadays, Bedrock on the computer is so much better than Windows 10 version back then. And the introduction of crossplay makes it worth it for me because I play more on the computer. So I can still play with Burnsy and her when, say, they're playing on the PS4. So, even though Windows 10 edition really was terrible, to say the least, it was still a good thing for me. At least later down the road, that is. Ah. No one in my chat. No one to talk to. How sad. When the PS4 came out, I was one of those people that didn't get it immediately, but I got it very early on. And when I got it, that was most of what I played for the longest time. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, Minecraft. I mean, that was basically it, but you get the point. These were the games that dominated a few years of my life, with Grand Theft Auto 5 probably being the biggest culprit. The upside to this was the PlayStation 4 had this built-in function where you were able to stream directly from the console to Twitch, YouTube, or other services. This was where I would say my Twitch streaming habit, if you could call it that, really kicked off. Because I would just stream anything, anywhere, whatever. I'm just playing Grand Theft Auto 5, sure, why not? I'm just playing Minecraft with the boys, sure, why not? There wasn't too much for Minecraft at the time for me. I did play it once in a while with Burnsy and her. But again, most of the time here was dominated by Grand Theft Auto 5. And part of the reason for this when it came to the computer was because even though I did get a computer at this time for college, it was bad. Let me introduce to you the dark age of computers. Even though I had a small laptop that had Windows 10 that couldn't run, I decided I needed something better for college. And so I got what is considered an all-in-one PC. What this is a computer where the tower of the computer is integrated in with the screen, so you don't need to have a separate screen and so you don't need a separate screen and computer itself. You still had to plug in a mouse and keyboard. These things were crap, especially the one I had. They did not run well, especially mine, and it came with Windows 8. I don't think I need to really explain more on that, but it could not handle Minecraft considering it could barely handle Firefox. I do not have that PC anymore. Sometime deep into the PS4's life cycle, I played a bit more Minecraft, but I also halfway through college at Toledo, I should probably say Toledo when I say college, partway through University of Toledo, got a laptop because of just how bad the all-in-one was. This was sort of when desktop Java Minecraft got reignited for me. This would have been when mini-games were still a thing on the PS4 before the crossplay was a thing for it. So I don't remember exactly the version of Minecraft that I got the laptop for, but I know that I first started trying to play Minecraft again at 1.10. This was not great. 1.10 was still pretty laggy on even that laptop, but it was excusable because it was able to run 1.7 and furthermore was able to run modded Minecraft in 1.7. This was when modded Minecraft really kicked off for me because I started making friends with a lot of people who loved playing different mod packs, usually 1.7 mod packs. The biggest I can think of is obviously Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. This was the mod pack that got me into actually figuring out how things worked. Because not only did I have a bit of a community of people to help me figure it out, but this was also just generally a good mod pack, let's be honest. Tinker's Construct, Thermal Foundation and Expansion. You had Thaumcraft, even though I didn't really like Thaumcraft, it was still a good mod. And there was so many other good ones too. Interestingly, this was what got me into immersive engineering, that one mod that everyone else seems to hate. But unfortunately, for a time, after the community I was in fell apart, I started falling back out of modded. Of course, this wasn't the end of Minecraft entirely, but there was another period in time where I didn't play much Minecraft. In fact, I played a whole lot more Grand Theft Auto 5, Gary's Mod, CSGO, and stuff like that. I did want to come back to Minecraft, but it just sort of was on the side for a while, with the most of me playing it being on the PS4 still. Now, 1.12 was a bit of a different story. Something about that version of Minecraft brought me back enough to where I still played the Java version and modded versions of it a bit more regularly. I would say that I still played modded Minecraft and all that stuff, but honestly, I stopped for a while on and off. When I did play, it was on 1.12 still. And so I'm very behind on, say, the modern updates because I was stuck on 1.12 and before. Because you gotta think, like, by the time I was playing 1.12 as a catch-up, 1.14 was already a thing. By the time I started looking into, like, 1.16 as a whole, 1.17 came out. And yeah, I guess the main point of this part is to say that Minecraft 1.17 is sort of my return, interestingly enough. 1.12 is still like a very good modding spot, but because the modding community seemed to have a split after that, it's kind of hard to find a good balance for mods. That you have the Fabric mod loader now and the Classic Forge. Fabric is a more lightweight mod loader. It's a lot faster, but it's not good at heavy modding. Forge is more good for heavy modding, but it can be very slow, especially when it comes to loading, and does have its issues. They both have their issues. Of course, nowadays, I don't have too much I can really say. I do still play modded, still set up mod packs, and that'll probably be a recurring theme for a while. Who knows? As of right now, I'm trying to catch up on 1.17. Might play a bit of 1.16 for modded, and I kind of want to try and distance myself from older versions just so that I can catch up, if that makes sense. That's about all I can really say on it, because otherwise it's just, yeah, I play Minecraft, so what? I guess the one thing I can say other than that is Bedrock version. I do play once in a while with Burnsy and her on that because they like to play on console more, but I honestly prefer Java. Now, that's not to say that Bedrock's bad, it's really good. But it is missing a few things, especially the ability to mod, and trying to figure out how to transfer worlds around is just a headache. So that's all sort of stuff that I hope that they sort of change. Bring back mini games. That's about all I got though. who knows how the future of Minecraft will be for me. I did make a new skin for it. I mean, look at it. It's my persona. It works better if you have this mod installed. Please check out this mod. I didn't make it, but it's a good mod. It's called Ears. I'm a furry, I get it. But who knows what the future holds. If anything, I'm just going to keep doing what I always did. Bounce around, do what I want to do, play Minecraft once in a while, play another game once in a while, come back to Minecraft, and just, that's how it is. I may as well just end the video here. I don't have much to add. I guess, I hope my first video entertained. It's just sort of me explaining my history with Minecraft, which I can't imagine is too exciting. But if you liked it, please like. I recommend subscribing, but that's up to you. And have a great day. I feel like all of it's bad. Like, I don't know why, but it feels like I did bad. Let's see, timeline. Not sure why I said sword and shield right there. That was bad. who is an internet person. You know, I might be able to just cut some of that out. What? What did I say there? Hold on. What did I say here? But I feel like I said something different than I meant it. I feel like I can cut out everything that's at the butt. Everyone knows what Minecraft is. So much dead air right here. What did I do? Just trim down a little bit of all that. I can cut that entire thing. Yeah, that's probably fine. This might be an iffy cut. Okay. What? Jesus. I rambled on for a while. Let's see the timing on that. And big amounts of spaces. I tried to stop it, but it didn't stop. Come down a lot of dead air in this, Jesus. Yeah, that gap actually is pretty natural. Kit. Well, Stop. Jesus. I might. I'm thinking I'm not going to get to actually recording footage or editing an actual video today, given it's past 2 and I need to sleep at some point. But I still kind of want to just audio edit. Undo that cut. That one didn't come out right sound. say that so matter-of-factly. I don't think I said mods. Oi, I just can't speak. Well, actually, weird gap, and it's gone. A lot of squeaky chair. Look at all this dead space. Dead space like dead weight. I lead with PS3 all the time because that's like the console I know, but the 360 was the one that I played Minecraft more on. Oof. And I didn't even pay for Xbox Live for most of the time I played Minecraft. Hold up. What was that sound? Jesus, my chair. My poor chair. Oh, Jesus, my chair and that one just sounded rough. I think I can cut the butt out of that one. Cool. That cut looks like it might be iffy. that was a good cut. So much trimming. We're almost there. We're getting there. So that's what that sounds like. Or looks like. God, that lake. Eh. Okay, what to name it? What to name it? What to name it? Perfect. Go ahead and transfers for the moment. All right, 24 minutes on the dot, or 23 minutes 59 seconds, 59.509 seconds. Yeah, somewhere around there. That's actually a lot longer than I expected that to be. I just kind of rambled. It's probably why it took so long to go through it and cut it up. Let's see, is it in here? Oh, why did I open up the recycle bin? It's not going to be in the recycle bin. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be playing Minecraft today. I'm thinking I should be ending the stream because it is pretty late. So, if you're watching this in the future, sorry for wasting your time. Enjoy your night, or a day, or whenever it is. Yeah, good night.